Alright, today we're going to make another fun team using the unique ability of the Jackal. So the Jackal works on pet flung, which is a very unusual trigger condition, and in fact it's the only pet in the game with that condition. And the easiest way to explain it is a pet being flung is when there is no space for it to spawn. So imagine you took a sheep, which would normally spawn 2 rams, and you put it in the first position. Then when it faints, one of those rams is going to go flying off the screen. Well, that would be a ram getting flung. And because this condition is so unusual, it can be a little bit complicated to come up with teams that work with it. And actually I had a completely different idea to the one that we're watching right now, which unfortunately does not work at all. I'll show a clip of that at the very end. I was a bit disappointed because I thought it was a good idea, but instead we're going to have to make do with this Jackal plus Kraken team. So the idea is that we're going to utilize the Jackal's ability, which is to reset its stats whenever a pet is flung, by triggering a fling after the Kraken has reduced everything's stats. So essentially we're going to remove loads of health from the opposing team, and then the Jackals on my team, having lost a bunch of health, are just going to regenerate it all because we fling a pet. And I feel like this is a pretty strong combo. You don't see it very often, and I think part of that is, I say you don't see it very often, I don't think I've seen anyone do it. Jackal is one of the least common pets in customs, and partly that is because it's one of the mini pack pets. I think overall the number of mini pack players is much lower than the static packs. But we get the Jackal here on the level up. And yeah, I can understand why it would be a mini pack pet. I think most of the mini pack units have abilities that are maybe a bit less typical and harder to use overall. I think I mentioned that in the Pink Robin video recently. It's the same idea where its ability probably requires a good deal of experience with the game before you can start maximizing it. So we take the Jackal now, and we can actually just sell the Platypus here, and the Jackal will immediately get to 1313 stats. However, I think I'm going to wait until I get the level up. We actually managed to roll chocolate and tofu, which is the dream. Although I guess actually chocolate plus another chocolate would be better. So you can see the ability work here. The Platypus flung one of the pets off screen. Unfortunately we lose because of the ailment, but it's okay, we're going to get the combo going pretty soon. So we're going to double Cyclops to get Jackal to level 3, and we have enough gold to get the instant level 3. There we go. Again, I could sell Platypus here to immediately get the maxed out Jackal stats, but we're just going to wait, I think, and hope that the combo works in battle here. It obviously wouldn't work if multiple units got sniped, but luckily this 2 Cyclops with low stats managed to avoid taking enough damage to faint. But now I can actually just sell the Platypus and immediately get Jackal to maximum stats. We would then need to find another unit that's going to help us trigger a fling, which we could have done with Macaque there. Maybe I'm not actually going to... okay, it looks like we're not going to sell the Platypus this turn. I think actually what I'm doing here is setting up for a Mushroom Pill with Pteranodon. And I don't want to sell the Platypus until after I actually have the multiple Jackals on the team. A very satisfying win against the Crab Bulldog player. So there is melon there, but I need the mushroom on the Jackal before we pill it. Although I guess I can buy the melon for the Kraken if I want to. Okay, we're not going to do it. Now here we could also just sell the Platypus to make space, and then pill the Jackal when we have 2 Pteranodons. I think that's what's going to happen now. Yep, much better than hoping for a mushroom in one shop slot. So we pill Jackal, we'll get 2 1/1 Jackals. And then we could look for equipment here. If we could get Yggdrasil fruit, we could put that on the Kraken at the front. Of course, 1/1 Jackals are very likely to get sniped. So I think here I'm just rolling for... yeah, okay, we actually get Yggdrasil fruit on the last roll. But I think I was rolling for Platypus there. Yeah, that was quite fortunate. So we're just crossing our fingers that the Jackals don't get sniped here. And actually, the opposing team has some snipes, but it's not on the front unit. The mana snipe is on the unit behind. So I think, yeah, we do actually win, and it's a 1 HP win. So that was a very lucky situation there. Now we can buy Melon, because we're going to max these stats out in a second. I think I do actually want to Mushroom Pill again here. Maybe that's why I'm greeding, but luckily we do get the Platypus, so we can just sell it now, and we immediately get plus 38 on 2 units, which is a really bizarre interaction. It does take a bit of getting used to when you're using these new types of trigger conditions, but it's very fun when it works out. And I think here there is a bit of doubt. I'm not really sure what the best team comp is for this particular run. I really did want to have 3 Jackals just to really maximize how many stats I was able to recover after the Kraken activates. And you can see we reduce the stats on everything. The fling works. Actually, there were 2 flings there because of the Pteranodon ability going off. So maybe I could have just been using Pteranodon here with a 5 squad instead of having to have specific equipment. Obviously, the downside with equipment is that the Yggdrasil fruit could be overwritten by toilet paper or just, bat or something. Now here, I'm not pilling the turtle because I think I'm still holding out hope of getting a mushroom for the Jackal, but it looks like I am going to give up on that now. Thinking about Evil Book, probably not the best choice because it's going to remove the melon on the main Jackal at the front. Okay, maybe I'm going to do it anyway. I'm sure I end up just taking this Kraken that's frozen. I suppose because I'm on 8 trophies here, turn 14, I am slightly worried that I'm going to win before I get all the units I want. Okay, here we go. Another Jackal. Time to just pill the turtle and then take the separate Jackal and try and level it up next turn. Which is, I think, what's going to happen now. Yeah, we roll a chocolate, so that's the turtle's fate sealed. Bring in the third Jackal. Although it is level 1, I really wanted 3 level 3s. Sometimes it's just a bit too much to ask. And then we end up facing another of these Dung Beetle and Anubis teams. And so everything is going to get deleted. We don't have the regain stat effect there because the Yggdrasil fruit had space to spawn. So I'm actually going to take a second Yggdrasil fruit at the back, just in case that could actually help us in a scenario where multiple units get sniped. And I end up taking Mushroom on Jackal as well. That's also to try and force there to be a fling, depending on start of battle pets being deleted. Here's the person who is copycatting the Bulldog player. Of all the builds to start copycatting, that is one of the strangest ones I've seen. But we do get level 2 Jackal. I think trying to get a level 3 now is off the table. We just need a favourable matchup. And it actually gives us this Anubis team. They don't have the Anubis level 3. So they have 2 Faint Pets in tier 6. But yeah, they're not able to activate their abilities. And so it's going to be a very easy win for triple Jackal plus double Kraken full house. Pretty unique looking team in my opinion. Now here is the build that I really wanted to work, but just does not work, and we have a Jackal inside the Beluga Whale here. So what I was hoping was that the fling trigger would happen first, and then the Jackal would be buffed by the Jersey Devil and the Turkey, but actually you can see it works the opposite way. So the Jackal gets all the buffs, and then they're completely wasted because the fling trigger resets the stats. Maybe there is an even more complicated way to make that work somehow, but I haven't thought of it yet.